pretty consistent with the previous 5 starts he's made for us. You know, high strikeout totals, a lot of swing and miss, power stuff, in a game in which he had the opponent under control. Even in a low-run ball game, even with tonight. Hanley with a couple of big swings gives us a little breathing room. Machado comes right back to cut their deficit in half. But finally we broke through for some runs late with a big double by Mookie. But still, Chris, just right from the start, looked like he had very good stuff.
Alex? That first inning had a lot of stuff going on, you know, between stepping out for, you know, to let Jones get his reception, as well as the pitch with Machado. First, you know, I guess, how have you seen Chris able to kind of control what's happening on the field and, you know, control the emotions of the game?
Well, I don't know that there's any other word than outstanding. You know, he's pitching in high leverage situations almost every day. He's taking the mound for us. Every inning in which he's pitched, there's been pivotal moments inside that. I think he's embraced everything that his early career here in Boston has been for him. Pitching on maybe a little bit more of a higher profile stage just because of the environment and the market here, but it has not phased him or have we seen him waver in any form or fashion. He's one of the more concentrated type guys on the mound with outstanding stuff.
And again, in the first inning, what did you think of just the reception that Jones had?
I thought it was great by our fans. And I said before the game, you know, the remarks of 1 or 2 should not taint what our fan base is, and that's knowledgeable. And it goes beyond the stat line for an individual player. I'm sure many people in this ballpark know about Adam Jones' contributions off the field, the type of person he is, and certainly the player, and the way he goes about his game on the field. He's an all-star player, and I think it was a great acknowledgement for who he is as a person.
Julian, especially about Sale, he's been in the tennis guys since he got here, but after Machado, he goes to the dugout to animate and talk to other guys. How much do you set the tone?
He sets a tone every time he takes the mound. That's a competitor in him. Not just tonight, but we've seen that same fiery competitor each of the 6 starts he's made for us. So tonight was just another example of what he's been doing each time he walks to the mound for us.
And also, was there any intent from your end, and how was it just having to sort of through sort of the Machado situation?
Was there any intent?
The pitch from Sale to Machado.
He was going in with a fastball and pulled it in. He threw 115 pitches tonight. I don't know that you're going to hit the spot every single time you throw the baseball.
John?
What did it turn Romero was on to that 5 or 6 games?
He's seeing the ball. You know, a lot of these home runs have been in this run here have been early in the count. He's gotten some pitches up in the strike zone, has not missed. You've seen the swing that's creating a little bit more loft than maybe the first 15 games or so. He's been in a pretty good place of late.
What did you see on that triple play?
An oddity for sure. Typically, we anticipated an infield fly being called at some point in the flight of the baseball. The fact that it wasn't because of a non-routine effort, that's the explanation that was given on the field. So at that point, you're forced to advance. And then when Jackie vacated the playing field, that's automatic out. So that ends up being, they get the force at second for Petey. They tag Moreland for the first 2, and Jackie leaving the field is the 3rd out. So honestly, I've never seen it before.
Were you surprised by warnings issued that early in the game, the first inning after that pitch?
Yeah, somewhat I was. Typically, you don't see it that early. And they're going to determine whether there's intent immediately. Obviously, with so much being written about what's transpired in the first 6 games or so that we played, DJ felt like it was an appropriate call, which, whether or not that's not the debate, the call was made.
And how encouraged have you been in the last couple of days, not only by what Ramirez has done, but guys like Betts in the middle of your order?
Yeah, finally we hit a ball away from Adam that Jones in center field he couldn't catch, and it came at a pivotal time. Give us a little breathing room. They were, I thought, making a little bit better contact the last couple innings against Chris. So a timely double, one that Mookie needed, we needed.
Did you say before the game you were going to announce the Thursday?
Kyle Kendrick will start Thursday.
Just what went into that decision to call on
That was a recommendation by the staff at Pawtucket. You know, Velasquez has been throwing the ball better of late, obviously coming off the game in which he recently had. But this is something that we felt Kendrick was the most prepared and ready to go.
And then, did you have any update on Wright?
No, he's back here after the exam, but we haven't received the exam from, I guess, Dr. Williams.
Any other questions? Do you need a 40 for him?
We do. I don't have what that be. I think there may be a move to the 60-day DL to create the spot.